You are looking at a literal one-of-one masterpiece. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're getting an exclusive look at the Rolls-Royce Phantom Regatta, making its massive debut at the 2026 Goodwood Festival of Speed. This isn't just a car, it's a bespoke Phantom extended commission that literally rips the romance and heritage of English racing yachts right out of the water and drops it directly onto the tarmac. If you're into the absolute pinnacle of bespoke automotive craftsmanship, you are going to want to see this.
Okay, let's dive into this. Phil Fabre de Lagrange, the head of Bespoke, completely hit the nail on the head here. He talked about bringing the true spirit of yachting, the colors, the materials, that undeniable sense of speed, straight into the total calm of a Phantom Extended. It's a story told through craftsmanship, and honestly, it sets a completely insane, luxurious tone for what we're about to explore today.
So here is our roadmap for today's Explainer. We'll start with the maritime inspiration, move into designing the hull, check out the cabin under full sail, explore crafting the yacht deck, and wrap up with secrets in the details. Let's get into it.
All right, Part 1, the maritime inspiration.
The entire design brief for this car was literally anchored in the English South Coast. Specifically, we're talking about the Solent and Chichester Harbor. Now, if you follow sailing, you know these waters. They host the legendary Cowes Week regattas. But here is the really cool part. You can actually see these exact stretches of water from the Goodwood estate, which is exactly where this car is being unveiled to the world.
And, the historical roots here run incredibly deep. Just 8 miles away from modern-day Goodwood is Elmstead, right over in the coastal village of West Wittering. That was the personal coastal home of none other than marquee co-founder Sir Henry Royce. So this oceanic inspiration, it's quite literally baked right into the brand's DNA.
Moving right along to Section 2, Designing the Hull.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how oceanic sailing heritage transitions to the tarmac. Just look at that gorgeous two-tone split. You've got this deep, rich marine tone called regatta blue up top, separated from the English white lower body by this meticulously hand-laid line. It's not just a styling choice, it's designed to mimic the exact point where a racing yacht's hull slices through the waterline.
And check out the stance on this thing. It rides on these massive 22-inch fully polished disc wheels. Those gleaming, mirror-like surfaces are entirely intentional. They were crafted to look exactly like the polished steel winches you'd find on a high-speed racing yacht. It gives the whole car this incredible sense of latent speed, even when it's just parked on the pavement.
All right, stepping inside for Section 3, Cabin Under Full Sail.
Take a breath and just soak this in. The interior creates this totally immersive, calming maritime environment. Up front, you've got navy blue leather pulling you into the feeling of deep open water. But then, the rear suite completely flips the script with brilliant grace white leather, representing bright sailcloth and the foaming wake trailing behind a boat. It's all tied perfectly together with seamless piping and contrast stitching.
And right in the middle of that contrast, you get these beautiful sensory details popping out. The iconic RR monograms are embroidered in a custom shade called turquoise. It's designed to match the precise turquoise color of clear, shallow coastal waters. It's just a perfect little splash of vibrancy against the darker navy elements. But honestly, the watercolor gallery artwork spanning the dashboard might be my favorite part of the whole shebang. The Marquis's in-house artist spent 2 full weeks literally testing and inventing a brand new blending technique just to faithfully capture the fluid, dynamic movement of ocean waves on an open-pore wooden substrate. It is an actual piece of bespoke fine art right there in the dash.
Let's keep that artisanal reverence going in Section 4, Crafting the Yacht Deck.
120. That is the sheer number of hours dedicated to the craftsmanship of the rear picnic tables alone. Seriously, just the tables. They perfectly merge piano mallory with open-pore royal walnut in a gorgeous satin finish.
Let's move to and see how this builds, because the process here is an absolute masterclass. First, artisans cut 16 planks from a single royal walnut timber section so the grain matches flawlessly. Then, they hand-lay them from the center outward to create a perfect mirror effect. Finally, they inlay a tiny 2mm strip of black boulevard wood to replicate yacht deck caulking. And they do the whole thing without a single visible joint. No way, right? Just incredible.
Finally, our last stop on the macro to micro tour, Section 5, Secrets in the Details.
Look up at the ceiling. You are seeing exactly 1,307 individually hand-placed fiber optic stars in that starlight headliner, but they aren't just scattered randomly. This pattern specifically depicts the swirling tidal currents around the Isle of Wight. Every single star is a geographic homage to the English coast.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the hidden Easter eggs. If you tilt the eyeball vents on the dash forward, they reveal exact geographic coordinates engraved right into the metal. The passenger side marks Goodwood House, and the driver's side marks the home of Rolls-Royce itself. It permanently anchors this one-of-one masterpiece directly to its exact birthplace in West Sussex.
So, here's the real question. As Rolls-Royce flawlessly translates this rich oceanic heritage onto the tarmac with the Phantom Regatta, how on earth will they push the absolute limits of bespoke automotive craftsmanship next? Like, what boundary is even left to cross? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. If you want to keep exploring the absolute pinnacle of luxury automotive design with us, make sure you smash that subscribe button to support the channel. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.